Hello, welcome to Game 2 of my match against Bobby DJ in Dominion League, Season 46, Division B2. Let's take a look at this kingdom. We've got Thinning, Moneylender, Monastery, Trade. Druid is Sky, Earth, Mountain. Earth could be nice. Probably we want to get a Moneylender early and thin. We could go for Encampment stack. That seems like a decent way to play. I think with the combination of Moat and Trade and Monastery, I don't see a ton of value coming out of the familiar pile. So this is to me pretty clearly, Guardian as well. Yeah, pretty clearly Moneylender, Monastery. Then we try to get a fairly early Druid for the plus buy to grab some encampments and build up that way. Maybe an early trade depending on like if we draw Monastery. With some other treasures. I'm not really actually sure how that would, maybe no early trade. What are we hitting? I guess we try to hit gold with our Monastery, or we grab a silver or two to trash with Monastery down. Then we grab a Druid, a couple of encampments, and a gold. See if they come up with a similar plan. Okay, they just opened with a Druid. I didn't like the Druid as much. I think I'm going to continue with my Monastery plan. Grab a silver here on 4. This is 5. This might honestly be the Druid already. I would like to do more with my 5 price point, but it doesn't seem to be doing very much. I guess Druid, they can gain a gold with Druid and get a nice trash off there, potentially. Here, I think I'm already into the encampments. Okay, they got a Wishing Well, then an Estate. Here I've got 6. I think I'm gonna do, well, the problem with the trade is I would really like to be, I guess I'm just gonna get a gold here. I'd really like to be thinning with my Monastery and my Moneylender. So the silvers are just kind of annoying with that. Okay. Play the encampment. Don't draw the gold, but didn't really expect to. Here I'm just going to grab two encampments with the Druid boons. That lets me thin out an Estate and a copper, which is nice. Here I have 8. We'll see if I get the weird $8 encampment, or perhaps they will buy the last encampment. And then, encampments seem like an important pile here. I think I'm just going to buy the encampment, even though it's way more money than I would like to spend. And I've bottom decked both encampments, all 3 encampments here, with a Druid and no gold. So get a plunder here, and then I have a decent chance of drawing into it next turn. This is a quite unfortunate shuffle arrangement, though. I'd expect to see 1 encampment in the top, and 2 in the bottom, and then if I didn't see the gold this turn, I could, do something different on this turn. But I have, 3 encampments, Monastery, Druid in the bottom 6, and I guess one copper. I assume they need to buy plunder here. Although they don't have any action, so I assume now they're going to go Sky's Gift for gold to try to keep the encampments around. Okay, they did have enough money. And they can thin a couple of coppers. Yeah, just buy a plunder here. This is not a trivial decision for me. I guess it is pretty trivial. I just need to go for it. So they've got an encampment down here, right? And not a great chance of drawing a gold. My bottom card's a Monastery. I've got gold, plunder, Moneylender, copper, silver down there. So I've got 1 in 3 chance of drawing the gold or the plunder. We'll see what Bobby does here. If they return an estate, then I'm pretty happy to play an encampment here. If they don't return an estate, I'll consider just playing Druid and getting another gold. And then I'll have plunder and 2 golds. I think we're just going to start single provincing after that. Maybe I grab a Wayfarer for some extra draw. The Wishing Wells are nice. I just never really had a chance to pick them up. Not quite sure. I guess they're doing the math on their turn of playing the encampment or not. Okay, they did play the encampment, set it aside. So that makes my decision much easier. I should be able to play an encampment, and even if I lose 1, I'll be able to buy back the one I lost and a plunder. Unless I bottom deck both gold and plunder, and then I'll be very, very sad, but I'll still have 2 encampments to their 3. And I can also get all the way thin this turn. They may win the plunder split this way, 3-2, which is a little bit problematic for me, because they will be able to gain 3 VP a turn. So I don't really have any way around that, though. My last turn, I should have been able to buy a plunder. I just had it very unfortunate, or 2 turns ago, had a very unfortunate couple of shuffles here. Although some nice ones early on. The Wishing Wells seem like a mixed bag to me. They do, if you draw them at the top, they do help you find your encampments and plunders. However, if you draw them in the middle, or you don't have you have encampment in hand and no plunder, and you play the encampment and you draw 2 Wishing Wells, you're going to be pretty sad. This is taking a bit of time. I'm not 100% sure what they're considering here. They have a gold, they have a plunder, they have a silver, they have a couple of coppers, they have a moneylender. I guess they're going to gain and play a gold. Well, they can't actually gain and play a gold, I don't think. They could gain a gold, but they can't gain and play one. Okay, so at the end they got copper Wayfarer. Gold copper Wayfarer, okay. All right, we drew. Nice. So Druid, what can I do here? Can I do something cool? Probably not. I'm just a little bit short on money to be able to go encampment, plunder, encampment, plunder, plunder. I'm one short on money. I'm actually, draw is my limiting factor here. So I think I'm fairly certainly just going to trash this copper, though, for the money. Discard the silver for the encampment. That gives me 8. And I can get encampment. I can get Wayfarer. I can get Wayfarer, plunder. And if they're able to double, plunder, I'm still a little bit sad, but that is life. Is there something better than Wayfarer Plunder? I don't think so. My deck's going to be very thin. I'm going to have some overdraw. I can even like get some extra gain and play some extra wishing wells or something if I need to. It should be almost impossible for me not to kick off most turns. I can monastery away the... Ouch. They had a real unfortunate dud turn here. As did I, kind of. Wow. My bottom 4 cards are 2 encampments, Wayfarer, plunder. Yeah, that's not the end of the world. So I can Druid now. Get like a wishing well myself. Is the wishing well worth anything to me? It's worth like a little bit. Okay, so play the Druid. Yeah, it seems better than nothing. I think my deck is thin enough now, and it'll let me potentially do some help support the gain and play stuff, especially because I'll know what the bottom card typically is. I don't need to play that, and I just buy another plunder, trash the Moneylender, and I should have 3 plunders to their 2, so I can sort of take my time here. If they start greening, I can respond in kind. Okay, they have counted all their cards and they're not sure what's left. Okay, to just undo and guess it. Okay, I don't know what they're asking. Guess. Undo the guesses. What do you mean? I'm not understanding what they're asking. They're undoing the wishing well play? Or... sure. I'm gonna... You should? Are they asking? I guess I would rather you do it with the log. I could probably figure it out in the time that we've spent. They played a Druid last turn, gained Encampment. They did not play an Encampment last turn. They have a Plunder. They have a Gold. They have 1 copper. They have a Monastery. They have 2 silvers. They have a Wayfarer. I assume it's one of those. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know what was in their hand. If they just told me what was in their hand, I would have happily told them what their bottom card was. I did name gold as one of the cards when I listed. I'm pretty sure I have a good knowledge of their deck state. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're building to some kind of double, it looks like. Again, I'm concerned with only 2 encampments. I guess they're going to have 2 golds and 2 plunders at the end of this turn. So, just like you have to draw the encampments near the top of the shuffle for the deck to work. And they've only got 2. So, like, you can build to double, but their deck has got 3, 10, let me count that again, 3, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like 17, 18, 19 cards. So, okay. So now I can play my own Wishing Well. And the most likely card, it's either Plunder or Monastery. So I'll just name Monastery for simplicity. Very nice. I guess I can go ahead and get another gold. Play the Wayfarer. So I don't think I want to get a silver. I've got 2 golds, 3 plunders. That's 10. The silver makes 12. I guess I don't want to gain it now. Yes, the bottom cards are gold plunder. So that's, or sorry, 2 plunders. So that's 10, 12, 14 money. So if I gain a silver, I can double province next turn. So I guess what I can also just like Druid gain a gold next turn. Double province, I think. So I think I'm not going to gain here. Okay, so this is 14. I can even just go like gold province. Is there any thought to Harem province? I don't think so. Gold province, and that puts me squarely in the double territory. And I'm more likely to draw on most turns, I say as I jinx myself. So the decks are the same size, so I am more likely to see an encampment in my starting hand, given that I have 50% more. Hopefully this draw doesn't just lose me the game, but it feels like this draw is going to lose me the game. Again, they could have the same type of draw next turn. Certainly. But as the decks get bigger, they're less likely to see an encampment near the top. We'll see what they do. If they buy a province or 2 provinces, I kind of just have to play the Wayfarer and hope to hit one of my other treasures. Okay, so $15 looks like. They've got Monastery, Province in hand. They're not playing. They didn't draw 1 card. Silver? They've got 2 silvers, I think. So they didn't have another silver in hand? Or did they trash a silver? Okay, they trashed a silver. So there's a silver on top of the deck. They've also trashed their Monastery. So that's not it. So the 3 cards in hand, there is a province. There is a... two other cards. I am slightly confused by what those cards would be. Coppers? No coppers. I assume they would have played a silver. Okay. So just doubling. Okay, so play the Wayfarer. Don't gain. Buy a province. Did not draw any of my encampments there, so I am quite likely to kick off this turn. And they are decently likely to miss their encampments. Still, I'm in a tough spot because they can double. They just need to not province here. Oh, wow. That seemed very, very risky of them. Because now I just win, I think. Sure. And the bottom card of my deck does not matter, but it is a Druid. Oh, it does matter. It matters a great deal. I can just don't discard. It did matter a great deal that I found it, but we traded duds, and I think they could have just gotten a duchy, and they would have been in okay shape. So, second game goes to me. It is tied 1-1. I'm going to take a quick break between games, and I will be right back with game 3.